welcome to Orlando, Florida, and the International Pool Tour 2005 King of the Hill Invitational 8-Ball Shootout.
Matt Vasgersian along with IPT founder Kevin Trudeau and 8-time world champ Lori John Jones. Kevin, this is it, the moment we've all been waiting for.
Well, it's really the biggest event in pool history. We have the two greatest players on planet Earth playing for the first time.
Well, this is going to be such an exciting match. You have Mike Siegel, who has the bigger break, and you have Efren Reyes, who's a great shot maker.
Well, let's see what the players think about it and check in backstage with our colleagues, starting with Rebecca Grant, who's with the King.
I'm here with reigning King of the Hill, Mike Siegel. It's about 10 years since you've gone up against your opponent, Efren Reyes. How you feeling?
I feel great. I think I'm going to play very well, and I think I have a slight edge. I've beaten him more than he's beaten me, so we'll see what happens.
Now, you've won every big money tournament you've ever played. Do you think there's more pressure on you or Mike today?
I think it's more pressure to me that for lots of people are watching to me for all over the world. And then everybody, they expected me to win, like in our country.
Well, best of luck to you.
Today's referee, Mr. Charlie Ursetti.
The game is 8-ball. The match is 2 out of 3 sets with a race to 8 in each set. Gentlemen, leg for break. Mr. Reyes wins the leg.
It's the biggest night in pool history.
Well, Efren Reyes has won the lag, and he will have the advantage of breaking first.
That's a huge, huge advantage, especially since he doesn't have as big of a break as Mike Siegel.
The winner needs to claim 2 out of 3 sets. Efren Reyes went through 2 days of competition in dramatic style, surviving to get the first crack at the King of the Hill.
He makes the ball in the break.
I think he's going to go for the low balls right here, starting with the 1 ball.
1 ball in the corner.
Lori John, talk a little bit about some of the nuances for the uninitiated between 9-ball and 8-ball. If you boil it down, a lot of the players at this event have said what 9-ball is to checkers, 8-ball is to chess. Is that accurate?
Absolutely. 8-ball is there's no luck involved in 8-ball. I mean, you have to run out in 8-ball, and if you run out and if you get bad position on the last ball or something, you're finished. There is no getting it back in 8-ball.
Now, Efren is a Hall of Famer, and the reason he is here is the 42 best players in the world, including all the Hall of Famers, played round-robin matches for the last 4 days. And of all of those players, the best 42 players in the world, Efren came out on top. And that's why he's facing Mike Siegel. And half the people in the world think Efren Reyes is the greatest player who's ever lived. The other half think Mike Siegel is the greatest player that ever lived.
5 in the corner.
Efren Reyes absolutely can do things that I don't think I've ever seen before. That was a great shot.
That was unbelievable. He had to play it off that ball. They call that a carom shot.
Exactly, and the average person probably wouldn't have done that.
3 in the corner.
Couldn't have done.
Certainly not on purpose. Oh, and he couldn't get it to drop into the corner, so we'll see the King for the first time.
Unbelievable. Lori, what happened here? Was this nerves? I mean, this was not a...
I'm thinking it's just nerves right now. You know what? He jumped up on the shot there.
This is a tough shot for Siegel. Watch this. Oh,
what a good try. He tried to break those 2 balls up right there. That was a fabulous try.
Now, you played Mike in this arena. Let's see what he does here. Then I want you to tell us about the pressure that these players are facing. John.
And Mike tanks one.
That's the pressure right there.
Boy, a couple of Hall of Famers with an early case of the yips.
Now here's... See if he moves.
4 ball in the corner.
I think he jabbed a little bit at it. He just didn't have a nice stroke on it.
This is once again not to understate the importance and the significance of this. It's the largest prize pool in the history of the game. And as highly decorated and skilled as these players are, anybody's going to feel a little bit of the heat in a situation like this.
The first 2 racks, you're going to see a little bit of the jitters. Once they get over that, the match is going to go fast.
Well, I remember you, Lori John, in your match against Mike Siegel in the first ever IPT event, saying that you were as tight as a drum through the almost first full game.
Probably for the whole match. Look at that.
Each player with a miss in this first game, and as we talked about, nerves, perhaps a little tightness playing a role.
Set 1, game 2.
I think they jabbed at both of them.
Yeah, Mike didn't stay down.
So Reyes with his second break. And this time, nothing drops. So an open table for the king.
Now, Mike Siegel was voted the greatest living player in the world by Billiards Digest magazine. And a lot of Efren fans weren't happy with that because, again, half the planet thinks Efren's the greatest living player. But, you know, Mike hasn't played competitively in 10 years. He pretty much retired from the game. Efren, of course, has been playing competitively for the last 10 years. And Efren has yet to lose when big money's on the line. He's won every single big money tournament in the last 10 years. Now, of course, Mike wasn't in those competitions. But Efren is certainly a pressure player.
Absolutely. They've met many times over the years, too, before Mike retired. And Mike has a very good record on Efren. Even though he's played on this table and practiced on this table all week, there is nothing like being under the pressure. You have to be under the pressure.
If you have an option, Lori John, would you rather be the king and have people coming at you fresh, or would you rather be out there playing in the field to have your stroke down?
I'd have to say playing in the field. Get my jitters out in the beginning and come on and play that final.
Now, I talked to Efren earlier in the practice room. He had just flown in from Japan for this tournament. And he played, 2 full 12-hour days, 5 matches each day, 2 days in a row. And I asked him how he was feeling, and he said tired. He said he only slept 4 hours last night. He couldn't sleep.
Mike is Mike's chosen the low balls. The only thing Mike has to worry about is the 11 ball and that 8 ball are frozen together.
And again, for the uninitiated, it's not just a question of one shot at a time. When you play at this level, players like Siegel and Reyes are constantly thinking about the next shot.
Absolutely. If you've just heard Mike, Mike just made a comment after he made the 2 ball. He said, "I should have hit them after the 2 ball. That was stupid." I mean, that's what he just said, and he wanted to break out that 8 ball right then.
5 ball.
Now, where does he want to leave the cue ball after this make?
He's going to shoot the 1 ball next, or possibly the 3 ball and break them up now and then the 1 ball.
Either the bank or the bust.
Now, he's talking about banking the 8.
Yes.
He's figuring he's going to clear his last 2 balls. And he's figuring that he has to bank the 8 for the win.
So he'll play the 1 ball.
1 ball.
Come down for the 3 ball.
Leaves himself in a great position as well.
I try and break it except for that ball.
And what he's talking about there, he would try to break them up, but there's no guarantee that he's going to get a shot on the 8 ball because the 14 ball's in the corner and the 13 ball's in the corner. So he's choosing the right shot
Banked
here.
it here.
Yeah, now he's got to go to
ball
this
cross side.
a tough shot. You could make this 10 times in a row or miss them 10 times in a row.
To tie the set.
Nope.
Oh, he missed.
Goes long every time. Huh?
Wow. What's he referring to when he says it goes long every time?
Well, that time he did not go long. He actually went short. If he wanted to go long on the bank shot...
Well, I think what he was saying is, because he was practicing on this table earlier, it was going long every single time.
Every time.
So he was assuming it was going to go long, and all of a sudden, boom, it goes short.
And that's something that we talked about before, Kevin, was practicing in the morning before the people enter and before the camera lights are on changes the table.
Efren could go up to 0 here.
Well, Mike Siegel was an 8-ball away from tying up this first set at 1 game apiece. But as we've seen too many times in this series, Reyes only needs one opportunity so often.
$14.
1 foot on the ground, makes a difficult shot.
He came up very short on that shot, to where now this is, instead of being an easy shot, it's just a little bit more difficult.
Making it look easy, however.
He's known as the magician because when he does get out of position, he comes with these incredible shots.
He makes anything. He makes impossible shots.
$9 in the corner.
Boy, Efren Reyes began this with all 7 of his strike balls on the table. Mike Siegel again just the 8-ball away from tying up the set at 1 game apiece. Instead, he's looking at the very real possibility of falling behind the magician 2 games to none.
8-ball on the side.
And Efren is going to keep the break. And I watch Efren in the games. You know, he can break around 5 or 6.
Game 2.
2-0 Reyes.
You know, Efren on the internationalpooltour.com website, Efren is a huge favorite all around the world. 92% of the people said. But I'll tell you what, yesterday, Mike went on the main table for practice and broke and ran 8 games in a row. Never missed a ball. It's like Laura John, you just said, it's the pressure.
It is the pressure.
Set 1, game 3.
It does make a huge
Reyes
difference.
leads 3 games.
Whether you're playing in tournaments versus practicing at home or playing in local tournaments. There's something different about this atmosphere. You have to get over that. Again, the balls are breaking up very good all the time, but you still have some balls that are tied up. 3-ball and the 10-ball are near
14.
each other.
Is there an advantage to one player having more time on the table early to conquer that case of the yips that we saw so clearly in the first game?
Well, it's interesting you asked that. Mike told me that the first game kind of sets the precedent of the whole entire match. And when I played Mike
13
and missed a shot in the first game, and he won that first game, kind of set the precedent. And his words might come back to haunt him.
Yeah, he missed that shot. He didn't stay down. He's been working on that. He didn't stay down.
12-ball.
We're really seeing the contrasting styles of these 2 Hall of Famers as well.
11-ball.
Efren very workmanlike, rarely talking at the table. Mike Siegel as chatty can be.
I guess it goes in the corner. Yeah, it goes in the corner.
Fans really appreciating the work of the magician here, including some celebrities who are with us. Joey Fatone, formerly of NSYNC, a big Broadway star now, and Debbie Gibson.
8-ball in the corner.
Three nothing Reyes. Well, the magician has pulled about a half a rabbit out of his hat early in this one.
He's going straight inside. What is this?
I was just going to mention that Mike just said that
What
one
the heck
ball
is
is like
going on
that
here?
second
2 balls
ball
are going right
is
in.
going
It's
right in
one-
the side
2
pocket
balls
every
going
time.
Well, Efren keeps the break once again. Well, you almost get the sense that after that early miss, Reyes is back to his automatic self. Those are the grousings of a very nervous king of the hill, folks.
1 in the corner.
You know, the men talk about, you know, the break being the biggest thing. But even though Efren is not, maybe the power isn't behind his break as much as Mike's, but he's hitting the ball so solidly, and the cue ball's ending up in the middle of the table that he's getting a shot, and the balls are, you know, that one ball's going in the side pocket every time. And Efren's loosening up. Look at his stroke.
Oh, believe it. Smooth as glass. And meanwhile, Mike Siegel's thinking about buying one of those trucker's cushions for his chair.
In the corner. 4 in the corner.
But this is the kind of form that Efren Reyes has shown all throughout this event.
5 in the corner.
Well, Efren Reyes right now, unless something dramatic happens, he looks like he's going to take the first set.
But he could break and run the next 3 games.
Very easily.
8 this side. Game 4.
Tell you what, Siegel is sitting there shell-shocked right now. He's got a couple cornermen there that he talks to. He's got Billy Cardona, who's on the IPT tour, and also his longtime friend and fellow Hall of Famer Nick Varner.
So Reyes up
Game 5.
4 games to none.
Now let's look at this one ball, the head ball. See if it goes in that side again.
It's not the one ball I don't think it's going. It's that second. Okay, that was different. It was that second ball that was going like that.
Mike finally gets a chance to shoot. Where are the problems here, Lori John?
Right there. The 10 and the 11 ball. Those are the only 2 balls really that are possibly an issue. Everything else is fairly open. Well, you know, this is not an easy run out. You know, he doesn't have a great opening shot. Solids are a little more wide open.
You don't sense any comfort at all with Mike Siegel right now.
Well, like I said, the rack, it could have gone a little bit better for him.
That has got to be the right shot there. I'll play the 7.
7 in the corner.
He's changed his mind.
He's changing his mind.
And this is a hard shot.
Very difficult
This
shot.
is a very difficult shot. So he's been sitting in his chair for the last 15 minutes watching Efren run out, and now he's got a really hard shot to keep going. Otherwise, Reyes gets in, runs the table again.
But it's the right shot.
Nope, no good.
And he can't get it to run down the rail. Wow.
Now, again, tight pockets. Here it is.
Get started.
He had a very difficult.
Table is still open.
Tight pockets and tight player, Kevin.
If I get tied up, I lose the game.
Shot on that shot. If he shot the 14 ball, the odds of him getting out, if he didn't get perfect to shoot that 11 ball, he was finished anyway. So he chose the right shot.
An open and friendly table for Efren Reyes with a number of easy shots to choose from here to start.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do, huh?
He's been doing that his whole life.
Efren Reyes' whole life has been devoted to pool. And as is the case with so many of the players in the IPT from the Philippines, guys, you know, they'll play all day, all night, for days and days at a time.
They live in the pool room.
You know, when you look at the 3 players who were the possible, players to go against Mike Siegel, they were all Philippines.
That's right. Francisco Bustamante, Marlon Manalo, and of course Efren Reyes.
7 ball in the corner.
The good part about this format is it's best 2 out of 3 sets.
Right. It's the first player to win 8 games wins the set. But you have to win 2 of 3 sets.
The nice part about the second set is it's like a brand new thing.
6 ball on the
so
side.
The players should come out refreshed.
Lori John, let me ask you this. Between sets, would Mike consider going to a practice table just to shoot a little bit? Because he just hasn't been on his feet much here in this match.
No, I think Mike knows he's ready. He just needs a shot. He needs a straight-in shot in the corner pocket or in the side pocket, something easy to start a momentum.
For a 5-0 lead in this very important opening best-of-3 set.
Game
5-0 Reyes.
5-0. Efren's on fire. But sometimes the balls lay funny. Every rack is exactly the same, so it's fair.
It's a different rack again. Look at this, unbelievable, kicked in.
Reyes will keep the break again. So in 4 of the 6 breaks, he has kept possession, if you will. Only twice did he not sink a ball.
The setup here, fairly open. He's probably going to take the low balls because the 3 ball is blocking the 10 ball. He can play the combination in the 7 ball into the 1 ball in the corner pocket. And everything else is fairly wide open again.
Efren is not known as one of the best breakers in the world. He has a good break.
4 ball.
But he's breaking very well today. He's making a ball on his break, moving the balls all over the table, spreading them out, which is allowing him to run the table. And sometimes the balls, just run a little funny.
5 ball.
Well, you know what? Some tables, too, do not like hard breaks, if that makes sense. The atmosphere, sometimes you have to break them a little softer in order to get everything not tied up.
1.
So he's shooting the combination now, 7 into the 1. Great shot.
Perfect.
Now the Magician's still rolling. And now just an 8 ball away from a 6-0 lead.
Well, this isn't the easiest shot in the world, is it, Laura John?
No, it's not, because the 10 ball, the 10 ball, he has to maneuver around that 10 ball. Again, nothing.
He's known as a shot maker, and there he is. He's known as that was not a very easy shot at all. He just fired that in.
And folks, we could really be lulled to sleep in making this, in thinking this is easy, because the Magician is absolutely rolling right now.
Great shot.
Of the 7 wins that Efren Reyes recorded to get to this championship King of the Hill match, 2 of them came via shutout. Shutouts over Hall of Famers Robin Dodson and Buddy Hall.
I mean, Buddy Hall still plays. He just won a tournament. And to blow out 8-0 Buddy Hall, that was an impressive feat, to say the least.
Like you said, Kevin, though, he is known as a money winner. So when the cash is high...
Well, Mike may have a chance here.
Okay.
I tell you what, he flew out of the chair. This table is wide open, right, Laura John?
Yeah, this table, he's going to shoot the 11 ball right here in the corner pocket, okay, right now. And what that's going to do is that's the shot he needs, not a difficult shot. He's going to just come out. He's going to shoot the 11 ball. He's going to come out for in the middle of the table. And he didn't hit it very well. Oh,
God.
my goodness.
Oh, don't tell me I can't hit the 9.
He can't hit the 9.
You can't hit the 9.
He can't hit the 9.
This is unbelievable here. This is, What's the deal here now? Tell me what's going on here today. Look at this. I mean, what's going on here? Huh? I can't make one in a row. It's unbelievable. Then I got to come with this. Where's that going to go? I can't make 2 in a row yet. Yeah, you like this so far, huh? Well, it's pretty good over in that section, huh? This ain't over by a long shot. Don't worry about it. Let me make 2 in a row. That's all I want to make is just 2 in a row. That's all I'm hoping for. Get in there.
Oh, and a scratch on top of it. Just to salt up the wound.
Just didn't even stroke that either.
Did he pick up again there?
Made 2 in
He
a row
picked up and he did not stroke the shot.
Misses and scratches. Ball in hand now for Efren, which means he can put the ball anywhere on the table.
And everything's wide open again.
Three misses in 6+ games by the current king of the hill, and he's very much in jeopardy of going behind 7-0 in this first game.
He's talking to longtime friend and partner, Hall of Famer.
What do you say if you're his corner man? If you're in Mike Siegel's corner now, you want to make him feel good. Yes, sir. Yeah, you're right, Mike. You're okay. You're okay.
Yeah, you have to do that. You know what? If you're a corner man, you've got to pump up the person that you're trying to inspire. You know, you don't want to tell him that he's doing things wrong, and you need to pump him up.
Not the time for hard instruction, I suppose.
Definitely not.
Efren obviously is incredibly confident right now. He feels good, and again, he's been playing against the best players in the world for the last 2 days. He's played 10 matches in 2 days against the best players in the world. So he's, they call it having the numb stroke. He's like in dead stroke right now and very confident.
5 in the corner.
You know, a statistic that happened yesterday, Marlon Manalo almost went to this tournament undefeated.
That's right.
And Marlon had Efren 4-0, and Efren beat him 8-4.
Came back to win, exactly. And Marlon was playing like God up until then in the tournament.
3 in the corner.
Played 16 matches without a loss. Came up against Francisco Bustamante, lost a heartbreaker, and then against Efren. And whoever won that match was coming into this tournament.
Well, he's got a layup with the 8-ball here.
Take a commanding lead. He missed. Oh, almost missed that ball.
Game with the Reyes.
7-0 for the Magician, and this gets back to something we touched on earlier, Lori John, the fact that Efren Reyes is a big money player, and there has never been money bigger than the money here at the King of the Hill Shootout.
No, and he would sure like to get his hands on $200,000.
That ball just missed.
And for the second straight break, nothing drops for Reyes.
That's what Mike
And watch, and look at this.
Those 2 balls are tied up.
And that's the cue.
Tell me how tough this game is. I know I can run 8 racks on this table. I mean, I've done it before. If I can make 2 in a row, that's all I'm looking for. Now I'm looking to make 1. Forget about 2. Just 1 this time. Play safe. Yeah, where? The Magician. Where am I playing? Where am I going to put it? Yeah. I don't even know how do you play safe. Well, this guy ain't missing a ball. Where am I going to put him here? I ain't going to do that.
I mean,
I'm going to have to bank the 1. What am I going to do here?
Right here. This is the cue ball.
Yeah, it's stuck.
That is unbelievable.
I mean, talk about.
I got to bank it.
Talk about
bank it. I hope I don't scratch. If I scratch, then you really, I mean, I got to hit it. I can't hit it with left. I'll bank it. Here.
1 ball cross court.
Short, just what I thought. See you later.
You know, he's joking about this on the outside, but he's dying inside.
He sure is. You know, that's really hard. You know, he lets a lot of air out by talking, and that's why he got the nickname the Mouth.
Yeah. How's the GLI looking?
That stands for Games Lost Index. Is this an easy layout for Efren, Lori John?
Yes, it is. He's going to shoot the low balls. Nothing's tied up. Everything has a pocket. I'm looking at the ball. The only area, there's 3 solid balls in a row.
Now, I talked to Efren last night after his win against Marlin to get into this final. And he's played Mike before. And I said, how's your record? He goes, Mike has the edge. But that was in 9-ball and straight pool, not in 8-ball. And certainly not in the last 10 years, because Mike really has been pretty much out of the game for the last 10 years. He's over this ball. Not easy.
Well, it's
Just barely made that.
almost a foregone conclusion, barring a miraculous turnaround, that Mike Siegel will be down 1-0, perhaps in moments. What does he need to do, Lori John, speaking of Mike Siegel, to get back in this thing?
He needs to go regroup. I think Mike just needs to take a break. He needs to talk a lot, get it all out of his system, and pretend. You cannot change the past. You cannot change the past. You have to just go ahead. All Mike has to look at is a race. You know, he has to win the next 2 sets.
Again, it's never been done before. Mike Siegel has never lost 2 sets to lose at a final table.
7 in the corner.
And the crutch will make its first appearance here. Efren Reyes is very skilled in that particular shot.
And look at this.
Mike is saying that this does not have to go.
The game is set.
I mean, you just never know.
So the first set for Reyes.
8-0. Shell shot. Siegel shell shot.
Mike, tougher set. What went wrong?
I couldn't get started. I mean, everything just went against me.
So, Efren, what an impressive set. Were you surprised by the score?
Well, I play good today, you know. Every time I got a shot, I got an easy shot. Even if I play break, you know, if I don't make a ball in a break, it always got no shot. So,
Gentlemen, leg for break, please. This is set 2. Mr. Reyes leads 1 set
I don't know
to
if you
none.
need any luck, but I'm going to give it to you anyway.
And this is really, Mike has not broken the balls yet, and the break is huge. So this leg,
It's imperative he wins this leg.
Oh, baby.
Oh, and
Missed it
lost
again.
Gee.
Mike spent a lot of time between sets telling everybody that it's not a matter of being tight. He feels good. He feels relaxed. He just couldn't get going.
Okay, set 2, game 1.
Well, Mike's going to have an opportunity.
Hey, look at this. Finally, he gets a shot. 10-time world champion.
13 ball.
All right, here he goes.
I didn't want to do that.
He didn't
Oh,
do
boy.
that.
Well, in the first set,
Okay.
Mike had more misses than makes.
Boy.
What's sad about this is that he made an easy shot. He needed that easy first ball to make. And he did that, and unfortunately, his second shot is very difficult.
Because he got out of position.
Yes.
And I don't buy it for a minute, the fact that he says he feels comfortable.
No.
No, he's tight.
He's a wreck right now. He needs to make this 10 ball in the corner pocket with authority, and he needs to run this rack out. And then we'll see the old Mike. Oh, look at it.
He's made 2 in a row for the first time in the match.
going over with here?
There may be an element of just
Going
trying to
over
keep Efren seated for a while here.
Well, you got to take one ball at a time, one game at a time.
Hold on. I'd like to get this 12 and 11.
I wonder how much of this is just trying to keep Efren off of his feet for a while.
15.
I don't think that much. I think he's really playing the rack cautiously. I think
Three
he's
in a
just
row.
being very cautious.
Not too good, though. Son of a gun. That's not too good.
Now, how is that not too good? He left
Because-
himself a pretty good shot, it looks to me.
That's the average person now. Now, the average person saying, well, that's an easy shot. Well,
Okay.
it is an easy shot, but if you look, the 9 ball and the 14 ball,
Boy, oh boy.
he has to get
Like they got
perfect
on
on that.
12
And the
first.
12 ball, he wanted to get on first.
I see.
All right, play the
No
11.
time shot to where we're seeing thoughts here.
Well, it's like a Tiger Woods lining up a putt.
Play a 12.
Boy, a great shot.
Oh!
Roll, baby.
What a great shot.
That was, did you see how close that came to scratching? Watch this. He had to play it this way. It was his only chance. That's why I said I got to gamble.
Can I draw that inside the pocket?
Again, we're looking, there's a very little room for error between the 9 ball and the 8 ball to go into that
Play the
corner
9.
pocket.
2 balls to go and the 8 for the win. Not easy at all.
He's going to play the 14 ball in the
ball.
side pocket. Oh,
It ain't easier.
Another great shot. This has been a tough course.
14.
14 in the side.
hold your breath on this one.
Hold your breath is right.
He just needs to worry about making it.
Missed it.
Oh, and he missed
Missed it a diamond.
That's the, see if he moves his head. See,
Yeah,
he
look.
moved it up. But he's not staying down on his shots.
Here, missed it 4 inches.
And now he has handed the table back to Efren Reyes.
And this isn't automatic.
No, that's actually very
See, look at that.
difficult
See, that
shot.
wasn't
Very
automatic.
And again,
They're down.
Mike pops out of his chair.
I'm playing it over there in that corner.
14 ball in the corner.
I got no clue what's going to happen, but I'm hitting it hard. I can tell you that right now.
Reminiscent of the first game in the first set when both players missed one shot each.
Unbelievable. Play it. 14. Not even.
He did hit that 8 ball, though, afterwards.
Second miss of the game for Mike Siegel.
It looks like he's jumping up a little bit.
And he overcut that 3. He overcut that 14 ball, and the cue ball did hit the 8 ball.
The 8, yeah.
You know, Mike spent a lot of time over the last day or so talking about how much more experience he has at a championship table than the 2 or 3 players that may have gotten the opportunity to knock him off the hill. And so far, he's the one that appears nervous. Efren Reyes, calm and cool as a cucumber.
Well, again, he's calm, though, because he's had the opportunity to shoot.
He's at the table.
Right.
He's making balls.
Right.
You know, when you're making balls, you start building your confidence. Mike has not had every shot virtually that Mike has had has been
One in the corner.
a must-make, super difficult. He hasn't had shots like this, where Efren is making balls and has
Right.
some easy shots. That builds his confidence up.
Hasn't had any layups. That's really true.
Six in the corner.
Really has been a decidedly different looking and sounding and shooting Mike Siegel than the one that beat you in the first ever IPT event, Lori John.
That's because of nerves.
Your nerves are his.
His now, mine then.
Okay.
Corner side.
You know, Mike told us yesterday that when Efren Reyes first came to the U.S. from the Philippines in the 80s, he blew through everybody, and nobody could find a way to stop him. Mike Siegel was the first person stateside to beat the Magician, and that's why Mike has Efren's respect.
7 ball.
Well, it's interesting because when they pulled players, what player do you respect the most? Efren Reyes, answer, Mike Siegel.
8 ball in the corner.
And Efren Reyes takes the first game in set 2.
And now keeps the break. We have yet to see Mike Siegel break the balls. 200,000 to the winner.
I just can't get
100,000
I
to
just
second.
don't understand it. You made a
On the left is
yeah.
Nick Varner.
Game
On the
2.
right is Billy and Cardona, 2 longtime friends of Mike.
You know, even as cornermen at this point, they just need to keep encouraging him. When you're sitting in the seat and you haven't done anything at the table, when the balls have not really given you a break.
Here's Efren's break. Again, he is not known or regarded as one of the best breakers in the game. But he's making a ball on the break and opening the balls up.
But when he has not made a ball on the break, look at the shots that Mike has had to shoot.
And that's just really
Bad luck.
the way the balls are rolled, yeah.
Again, he's going to shoot the 1 ball.
Oh,
wow.
Missed
A layup there. Another opportunity now for the King of the Hill.
Now, again, this is pressure, isn't it, Lori John?
I don't know if he took his eye off of it or if he just missed it.
Well, you know, Efren, just a month and a half ago, had LASIK surgery on his eyes. He also has a neck problem.
This is a huge break for Mike. He's going to kiss it. Oh.
Yeah.
To be very honest with you, Mike is having a hard time. I'm almost positive he wanted to kiss off of the 2 ball
and move it out.
And move the 2 ball out. He even missed that on a straight in shot.
Play a 5.
He's absolutely. Now look at him. He's got to play he's a mess. He has to play 2 combinations in a row because he got out of position twice.
God almighty.
What?
He miscued?
That was just a complete clank job.
What was that?
I think he miscued.
Okay.
14 ball.
Understand what's going on.
13 on the side.
Boy, and once again, in very similar fashion as to the first set, Efren Reyes taking advantage of some miscues.
And Mike's in the corner saying that he has to just start freewheeling a little bit, and he does because he's so tight that he's almost. Now, I've been there. You almost go blind. It's very difficult when you are tight to loosen up, to freewheel, as Mike put it. Because when you start, you want to freewheel, but then you might hit a ball right into the rail. Obviously, he did not want to hit that 7 ball.
A lot of material here on this shot for Reyes.
Now these are the 2, really, the 2 greatest players on the planet.
12 in the corner.
Bar none, because when you ask the average person, you know, or actually the pros, the peers, on who the best players are, these 2 names come up all the time.
And Mike Siegel is yet to win a game 2-0 in this second set.
So we've seen players all throughout the week come back from huge deficits, but they haven't been under this much pressure in this setting.
Right. He needs one game, but I think he's putting too much pressure on that one game.
Right.
He just needs to freewheel it and have fun. And he's going to get another. Oh,
yep, makes a ball.
I thought he was going to get another opportunity there.
Every rack looks so good, and I can't run them.
Mike Siegel, in 10 games so far, has missed 7 shots. Really uncharacteristic.
Even the greatest players in the world, like we're seeing, can miss those shots. We've seen Efren miss some shots. So there you go. Look at this.
That one did not sound good right off the cue ball. He misstruck that ball.
This is the watch.
I don't understand what's happening. That's the same sound as Mike.
Those lights, those cameras, there's, you know, the standing room only crowd. Every Hall of Famer is here for the first time in history to watch a pool match, because this is the greatest match. Anything can happen. Oh, now look at the shot he's picking. Oh.
Wow. Are you, Lord John, are you surprised he didn't try to shoot the easier ball, the 10 ball?
I'm a little shocked.
I'm just dumbfounded
here right now.
But you know, we've seen Efren miss 2 easy shots. Well, you know, maybe he's just not even thinking. Maybe he thought he was stuck with stripes.
Or perhaps, you know, Mike is he's trying to think so far outside the box to get himself snapped back into consciousness. He wanted to shoot a wild hair and ended up missing.
Stripes are definitely the right shot here, because nothing, you know, you can shoot the 10 ball in the side pocket.
Right.
So right there, that would make it a correct choice of balls. But when you have not made a ball yet, I know me, I know I would have, and maybe it would have been wrong, but I know I would have shot the 1 ball.
Right.
I almost don't think Efren can believe this. I mean, if he would have said this outcome right now.
Clunk.
Do you hear that? Something's either wrong with his cue stick. Something just doesn't sound good.
That last shot sounded a little cleaner, a little more pure. He's got himself in a pretty good position for that ball in the corner pocket. As he drops the 12 ball.
That was a beautiful stroke there. He hit the ball with high left-hand English, or middle left-hand English, or right-hand English, came 1-2 rails, and beautiful, beautiful line there.
Yeah, that's called reverse English. A lot of people at home may not realize just how incredibly difficult that was to make the ball. He needed to use that reverse English to put the cue ball there, so he has a shot here.
Drops the 14.
And he's right in position. That was beautifully done.
8 in the corner.
And now it's
3-0 for Efren Reyes.
11 straight games.
Again, Mike Siegel, the reigning king of the hill, one of the most decorated players in the history of pool, has never lost at a final table in a 2-out-of-3 set tournament.
And Efren Reyes has never lost.
You know what I'm saying? It's like embarrassing. That's what it is.
Set 2, game 4.
He's never lost when the big money's on the line.
And Mike knows he's just not representing himself well today.
Right.
2 balls dropped for Reyes on that break. Trailing 3-0 in what is an elimination set for Mike Siegel.
The finest equipment's being used here. Toughest conditions. Tougher than any condition in a pool room, generally speaking.
2 in the corner.
Now, Lori John, is Efren going to have any trouble with that cluster of balls in the middle of the table there?
Well, no, because he's the magician.
A normal human may have.
He's got the 4, 7, and 8 real close to each other. There goes the 4.
Ooh, did he want to do that?
No, he didn't.
He just did this.
He did not want to do that.
And now this ball, the 8 ball, doesn't really go anywhere.
No, that was definitely not something that he wanted to do.
So he's going to watch for that. He's going to try to probably knock that out somehow.
As you can see, the 7 ball, I don't know if he's going to be able to shoot this 7 in this corner pocket. If that goes, he has that option, or he has this option with this ball in the side pocket.
And it looks like he's chosen the 7 ball. He's got to clear that 12 ball, too, which he does nicely.
Almost missed.
Okay, not an easy shot here. Almost misses that.
5 in the side.
Okay.
So he was trying to get over here so he could play the 8 ball down here.
Yes. Yes.
And he didn't do it, but now
Did not do it.
he can still see it, can he?
Does he have any kind of shot there?
Barely. He has to hit this 8 ball first. He cannot hit this ball, the 14 ball first.
Now, if he doesn't hit the 8 ball first with the cue ball, then Mike Siegel has ball in hand. But Mike Siegel should be able to run these balls.
There's no question.
You would think.
8 in the corner.
Okay, now
this is
magician.
He doesn't have it.
Oh, my goodness.
Unbelievable. The pool gods. Unbelievable.
Harry Houdini has taken notice from another world, because this magician has quite an act tonight.
Unbelievable.
Did you see the speed he hit it at?
He couldn't have hit it any hard. Watch this. He had to hit it perfect speed, because if he hit it harder, it doesn't go in.
No.
Shot of the day so far.
Unbelievable.
And if you're Mike Siegel, you've got to think that everything has conspired against you now. 4 games to none for the magician.
And even him, look at him, just say, well, what are you going to do?
He did not even think that was going to fall.
Game 5.
That was the shot of the match.
Again, to refresh you, Mike Siegel is yet to break in the match. He'll have an open table here once again, however.
But look at when he gets an open table, look at the table.
You've got the 11 ball is tied up with
You got
the 6
these
ball.
balls tied up. These are tied up. These are tied up. Mike says, I want to sit down. I don't want to shoot this. This is what Mike's thinking right now is he's going, why me? Look at him.
The only shot that he has that's a legitimate shot is the 2 ball in the side pocket. The only time you want to play safe is if you can absolutely take the cue ball and freeze it up against something where they can't do anything back to you. Because if you leave Efren a shot right now, you can see
but isn't
he's
he
getting
stuck
out.
with the same table that Mike is stuck with?
Absolutely, but he's, on the other hand, everything's rolling for him. So when he's when he goes to break up balls, they're going to be breaking up in the way he wants them to, and nothing has gone good for Mike Siegel this match. Nothing.
Yeah, maybe we could see the comeback of the century in pool. Like,
play a 15.
He's so
Combination,
capable.
11 into the 15.
This doesn't have to go.
He's going to try to shoot the 11 ball into the 15 ball, which is then going to go into the corner pocket. Be on a positive note there.
This does not have to go.
Which will open up the stripes more.
This is unbelievably hard.
That's it.
Yeah.
Great shot.
Very good.
Got to get that mouth flapping again. Get Mike going.
Well, he's looking at how he can run the stripes out. He's looking at the 13 ball. 13 ball and the 5 ball are tied up together right now. So he's looking at those 2 balls. how to get that out. Next is going to be the 9 ball. Whenever you see somebody aiming another ball, that's where the cue ball is not. Yes, he's just looking at angles. He wants to get perfect angles every single time he shoots. And
so he doesn't have to use funny English and try to...
Or a hard shot.
Right.
Again, you don't want... If you don't get exact position, you have a difficult shot.
Come on, boy. God almighty.
Now he's got what?
I don't know if he's going to bank the 14 or play it.
14.
Is he playing the 14 ball possibly all the way up into the corner pocket?
I think so.
What a, honestly, again, unbelievable.
But it shouldn't be this
unbelievably hard shot.
Nope.
Go in.
Oh, he made it. He made a good shot.
He made a good shot.
Yeah, I hit the 5. It's, you know what I mean? One more time. I would like to hit the 5 there.
Boy, he didn't
5,
think he had it either there, Kevin.
He's still not out here.
When he hit into the 13 ball and the 5 ball, if he hit the 5 ball first, the 13 ball, the cue ball would end up in a different spot. Again,
boom,
another difficult shot. The closer a cut shot is, distance-wise, between the cue ball and the object ball, the harder
he made it. He made it. Oh, don't scratch! Well, that was Mike Siegel's shot of the match so far.
That was beautiful. You have no idea how hard
he got
that shot
perfect position on that shot.
11 in the corner.
Was that a harder shot than the 14 ball he made earlier?
Yeah, probably.
Come on.
I don't know.
Yeah, baby!
Siegel has gotten off the schneid and onto the scoreboard. His first game of the match.
Hey, Wiz. Yeah, now how do you like it?
We're going to see him break now. Watch his break.
Bring that to me.
This is a brand new shaft. He's only had it a couple days ago. And the first time he used it, he broke and ran 8 in a row. Can we see this comeback?
I made 1.
He will keep the break.
Rooney. Give me a shot anyway.
To make the 8 ball on the break,
11.
It's a win, automatic win.
Boy, I wish I could make this 10 ball.
See, right here, the cue ball is frozen against the 6 ball, the green ball.
And this is just the luck of the roll. I mean,
he wants to shoot the 10 ball in the corner pocket, and he can't do it.
That's the shot I got, right?
I mean, what are the odds of breaking the balls like Mike, as hard as he hit it, and having 1 shot only?
Combination shot here.
Yes, he's shooting the 13 ball to the 11 ball. Great shot.
And he left it perfect.
Oh. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. 12
ball.
Now, do you see how nice he stroked that ball?
Yeah,
Did you notice
he
that?
stayed down. He
Stayed
didn't
down, he
flip
just-
his cue stick off to the right or to the left like he's been doing. I've never seen him do that before. He always just stays down. Also, he's flipping his cue stick around. Let's see if he moves his cue stick. He stayed down there.
Shots have been a little more automatic for Mike Siegel after winning a game. He's had some easier decisions, certainly, but he looks a little more comfortable by and large.
Well, he's letting his stroke out a little bit. But he's still, the pressure's unbelievable.
13.
We'll have a good look at that 13 ball, perched right at the pocket.
Now he just has to get some angle on the 14
right,
ball.
he's got to get that cue ball in position.
He either needs to come to the rail. Yep.
Oh,
rail.
Whoa!
Now the reason why he's saying whoa, whoa is if that cue ball ends up on the rail, now he's got to shoot over the 3 ball.
Right.
Eight ball in the corner.
Four to 2 in favor of Reyes as Mike wins 2 in a row.
Could we be seeing the incredible comeback now?
Second straight break for Mike Siegel. He drops a ball. Cue ball can sit right there. A couple of balls dropped for Mike.
Now, do you see his cue stick bend? I mean, that's the Siegel break. He's got a very powerful break.
And you talk about winning 8 in a row. How about winning 9 straight major tournaments as Mike Siegel did between 1986 and 1987?
Oh, that's not unheard of.
And back in the day, it was thought that nobody could win 3 straight international major tournaments. And Mike Siegel ripped off 9 consecutive wins. If he wasn't on the map then, he certainly put him on the map, put himself on the map in the middle 80s.
And you can see the 2 ball. Whenever a ball's hanging in the pocket, you usually want to choose that type of, if you can, you want to choose
7 ball.
that option because Efren can't make that 13 ball right now in that pocket. And he's going to keep that 2 ball there for a little bit.
That's a little more confident stroke.
2 ball.
It's a completely different stroke than what we saw in the first game.
How is he going for the 2?
He's going for the combination now. But he'll keep the 6 ball there.
Just trading places.
There now.
6 ball.
Do you see 2 inches off, an inch off, and you're on the wrong angle? You're on rather than being here and having a straight-in shot, he's now on an angle where the cue ball's coming, just away from the 5 ball and the 3 ball.
And that's the speed, the pressure, the lights make the cloth run a little different speed. Not automatic.
He chose to just hit the ball and come out, which is he's confident now.
I can see that.
Now he's seeing where he can get angle to get on this 8 ball because he cannot make the 8 ball in this corner. He's going to have to make the 8 ball in the right-hand corner pocket.
5 ball. 5 ball.
Oh, that bounced back brilliantly to put him in a spot for the 3 ball.
It's all right, but
he would have liked a little bit more angle.
God, I really want to swing around.
That's.
There he is.
Now it's hard for him to reach the shot.
Why not use the crutch there?
3 ball.
You either like using the bridge or you do not.
And he doesn't. And he also shoots left-handed and right-handed.
Yes. Oh, you know what? He has. Okay, he has a little bit of room there. I thought that ball was tying up, but that's a.
Now this is the toughest ball.
This is.
For the game.
Right in the heart.
3 in a row for Mike Siegel. And the old king is trying to stave off his pursuer atop the hill.
Who is he?
Well,
the Boeing. Get on the 4, up.
Look at that break. Look at the cue.
You do have an opponent, see?
I heard Mike say when you're playing the top players in the world.
Give me a shot, Ski.
Even when you have them 7-2.
Give me the shiz out, Ski. Oh, I could play this, right?
You can lose.
Right.
Oh, baby. You dirty rat. Let me see.
The 12 ball, the 2 ball is in front of the 12 ball.
God.
And
he froze on the rail here.
The easiest shot is obviously the 13 ball now in the corner pocket.
Here, that's the easiest one. But if he picks stripes, then he's got this problem here because this ball doesn't go in there.
Awful close.
Or he can shoot. Yeah, I was going to say he was just checking that out, shooting the 12 into the 2 ball right now.
12-2.
Because Efren won the first set 8-0.
Oh, that's close.
It's the best 2 or 3 sets. So if Efren wins this set, he's the
That's
champion.
close. Played a 2.
2 ball.
He's playing the 12 into the 2 ball right now. Great shot.
Money.
Now, for everyone at home, he picked solids. Even though he hit straight ball first, you can only do that on the break.
Right.
So Mike called the 2 ball. He hit the straight ball first, but that's a legal shot on the break only. Now, he always has to hit a solid ball first.
7 in the corner.
That was a perfect shot because now everything is fairly open.
Got a little straight on this, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Definitely did not
Boy,
want
he
to
knows
be
it. Yeah.
straight and over the 9 ball again.
Overdid it.
6 in the corner.
And this is where he has to use English to move the cue ball around.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Look at that.
Great shot.
Oh, baby. Oh! Got me.
He was trying to make this
That's
ball
hard
here.
to believe I just did that.
He wanted to have the cue ball here so
Hard
he
to
could make
believe
it.
I can't land him right
Now,
over the 5.
now he's all messed up.
Played a 4. I don't believe I did that. 4-3. Look at that. A throw in.
I don't know if he has half a pocket
On
here.
the phone.
He's looking at it. He's definitely looking at it in this corner pocket.
What is he doing?
Now I don't know.
You know, I think Efren Reyes is saying the same thing. Dude, shoot your shot. I'm going to, you know, we don't have a clock, as we've already explained, but Efren would love to put him on a clock right now.
Or played a 4.
4 in the corner.
No, I'm not shooting that. Played a 1. I'm going to bank the 1.
Bank the 1 ball.
Bank
If
the
I make that
1
one
ball.
back.
Okay, he's going to bank the 1 ball.
No, I'm not doing that either.
No? Guess not.
Can't believe I did that. I just can't believe I did that. I'm going to play the 5. I'm playing the 5.
He's going to try to jump.
I'm playing the 5. That's what I'm playing. Play the 5.
5 in the corner.
And a scratch to boot.
I thought it would jump. Huh?
You think the ball never got up?
It didn't have enough room to get by.
And the strike balls are just kind of sitting there waiting to be picked off.
Yeah.
Well, that was the 5th miss in this second set by Mike Siegel.
And again, his misses, which is very interesting because Mike's misses were all on difficult shots. So really what Mike has done is either A, got very unlucky when Efren missed where he didn't leave Mike anything, or Mike just didn't position himself correctly,
as was the case with that last shot.
Right. Efren, on the other hand, missed a few easy shots, which is very uncharacteristic.
13 in the corner.
Looking back at that, Laurie John, did he choose the right shot when he tried to jump and play that 5?
You know what? I don't know.
14 in the corner.
I don't know. When he said to bank the 1 ball, kind of liked that option because he could have kissed it off of the 10 ball. Well, again, we're not. The smallest cue stick that you're allowed to use is a 53-inch.
This is Reyes for the game and for a 5-3 advantage in the set.
8 ball's always the toughest.
Game is correct.
Mike is going to be sick right now. Absolutely sick.
This game's so easy. Usually you don't draw so easy.
We are in game 9 of set 2. Mr. Reyes leads 5 games to 3.
Okay, Mike.
Didn't make a ball.
Yep.
But look, I mean, this is unbelievable. Look at he's only has 1 shot, doesn't he?
1 shot, and it's over a ball. He has to shoot over the 14 ball.
You have to understand, this is like spooky what's happening here.
Hold on.
I mean, this is spooky. Efren doesn't make a ball, and look what's left for Siegel.
Wait a minute.
And Efren has
Look at this.
consistently not made balls on the break.
And he's always left Mike with something crazy.
Come on now.
Get in.
Man.
Gosh.
No members roll there.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable what we're seeing here.
This is unbelievable.
He barely could reach that shot.
You get the sense that maybe if we waited 5-6 minutes, like at the end of Caddyshack, that ball would drop in.
And of course, Efren now has 5 balls he can shoot at.
He can shoot it. He's got an opportunity. He's got the 1 ball. He's got the 3 ball. 5 ball.
3 ball. Five ball.
On the other hand, I have to say, I have never seen in my whole life of watching pool after the break, Mike, the shots that Mike is having to shoot after a break.
Right, and it feels like the same thing with Mike Siegel. Every break that could go against him is going against him. And
that was a huge break.
Now, I'll explain this. He called the ball into the side pocket, missed the pocket that he called. The ball went in another pocket. That ball stays down.
He wanted it in this pocket. He called it in this pocket, but it went in this pocket.
Right, and so the ball stays down,
13.
But it's a loss of shot. Now it's Mike is back at the table, and he gets a chance to shoot.
13 ball on the side.
Mike is now the striped balls. Oh, he played that perfect.
Nice stroke.
Worth a clap.
A clap, singular. Oh, Mike is every bit the showman. No question, he feeds off the energy of a sold-out venue.
Those are small things that people, it's not really a trouble ball, but it is a trouble ball.
You know, back to that crowd for a moment, Laura John. Mike lives in Orlando. He's from Rochester, New York originally, but it's almost as though this field of the 42 best players in the world came to his backyard to try to knock him off the hill. And so far, the visitor has been doing a number on him.
As long as Mike Siegel is at the table, I would never count him out.
12 in the corner.
Well, both of these players at this caliber have the ability to basically break and run as many racks as they want.
14 in the corner.
He got exactly where he
wanted. He's loosening up a little bit. Keep in mind, his key is not only just making the ball, but moving the cue ball to give him a good, easy shot on the 8. So he's doing 2 things, moving that cue ball and making the ball.
Pulling it and coming off.
What the heck?
8 in the corner.
Sinks the 8 ball, and he trails Efren Reyes by just 1 game in this race to 8.
And he gets the break back, but this does not have to go.
Four games for Siegel to 5 for Reyes.
He's flicking that cue. Did you see him flick that cue again?
It's okay.
After the shot?
It went in.
I forgot how to spin the cue ball.
That's what he needed.
There we go. Don't put me on the rail. Don't put me on the rail.
A couple of balls drop on the big break.
See, he's got a big break. Notice how he bent that cue stick. He's got a great break. Balls are opened up. Cue ball's not frozen on a rail. He actually has more than 1 shot now to choose from, Lori John.
And the balls, there's no frozen balls together. So everything's fairly wide open.
I'm going to go for solids.
So he's choosing the low ones, which is a great choice.
See, and that wasn't the easiest shot on the table.
1 in the corner.
And he's shooting the 7 ball now because the 8 ball doesn't go, he's going to shoot the 8 ball in the corner also. So he has to get that 7 ball out first.
Keep in mind, this is the second set. Efren won the first set 8-0. And Mike really didn't do anything wrong.
Getting wet. Wow.
Okay, the table's getting wet,
Boy, this thing's
Yes.
getting a
which
little
means
wet.
that the cloth is getting slow. Which in the Philippines, where the humidity is 150%.
They're used to that.
They're used to it.
Well, the scandal theorists
Slow clock.
tried to explain the great finish by the 3 Filipino players as having something to do with home-friendly conditions, not to mention the fact that the 3 of them are extremely talented.
That's all right.
Mike is looking at here. He's trying to figure out what happened was this 11 ball came in. This 11 ball right here came into the picture. He did not want that. Now the 8 ball, he's checking out if the 8 ball goes in this corner pocket right here. He's trying to find the ball, the key ball before the 8 ball.
Mike is down 4 games to 5. He has to win the set, otherwise
5
it's
ball.
over. That was a good stroke.
4.
Ball in the corner.
To me, it looks like the 8 ball does not go past the 11 ball. And Mike
Right.
actually might be
Right
trying to
aside.
get in this area right here
think you're
to
right.
shoot the 8 ball in this corner pocket.
I think you're 100% correct. Now, he makes the ball. Does he get in position for the 8? Watch that cue ball. Oh, he did it. Unbelievable.
Wow.
What a great shot.
Wow.
That ball took a hard left turn.
Wow.
This is to tie the set.
Oh, he got
Even at 5 apiece. It was the
Raises
second to
3.
last shot that was the most impressive in a game that was filled with impressive shots by the
Watch
reigning king
this.
of the hill.
it. Look at this. The
What a
spin
great
he had to put
shot.
on that cue ball to make it do that.
Not only that, look at this. He missed the 12 ball. And again, people out there who are just watching
Well, I
TV,
didn't- I made
just
sure I
watching
threw
this on TV,
past
that
the
was
8. That was what I was trying to do on
unbelievable.
the 2. I didn't think of the 11.
5 games apiece in this
Game 11.
elimination second set.
He can run the next 3.
A must-win set for Mike Siegel. Otherwise, the new King of the Hill title is bestowed upon Efren Reyes.
I hit those crappy. I made one, though. Off the rail. Oh. Jeez, I hit those bad.
He'll keep the break.
That bad.
He only has the high balls to shoot at, so
Oh, look bad.
he's trying to see once the 9 ball's clear, can the 10 ball go in there?
14 ball.
Okay, he's going to shoot the 14 ball in the corner. Or in the side. No, in the corner.
And he missed it.
No, he
No,
got
he
it.
didn't.
He got it.
Very key. He hit it pocket speed to where if he hit it any harder than that,
11
Kevin, it
ball.
would not have gone.
Right. And also the cue ball wouldn't be here for this shot.
That was a great shot because this 11 ball that he just pocketed in the corner pocket could not have
baby.
gone
What's going to happen
Which is
here?
why he
in the
played.
side. Exactly.
Actually,
He took, again, the harder shot.
I'm playing the 12.
12 ball.
Play the 12.
Okay, he's going to shoot the 12 ball right past the 9 and the 2 into the corner pocket.
Which means he has to be perfect. So he's planning to put the cue ball into the 8,
Bumping
bump
into
it out
the
of the
8,
way. Let's see if it happens.
Great.
Wow.
Oh,
Like a pig, though.
and look at that.
That's the only problem.
But what's wrong with that? Did he left it too close to the strike ball?
He wanted to split the 8 and the 10 ball, not hit the 8 ball full in the face.
Play that 13. 13.
13 in the corner.
Again, over a ball.
Yeah.
That's why that cue ball control is so important in the game.
Nope. All I had to do was catch the rail
Hit
here.
a little fat.
Tough shot.
And that's what he
Every time I tie
he
it up, I
wanted to
can't
hit
go.
the rail on that, you know, Kevin.
Yeah.
That's the perfect angle. Just follow it. I bump it over.
Now Efren's got an open table.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness. What's the deal here, Effie?
Wow. That was a relatively easy shot, certainly by their standards,
Well,
that Efren Reyes.
The shots that
This
Efren
box.
has missed, like this one, are relatively easy. The shots that Mike has missed have been the very hard shots. I mean, where you could expect him to miss.
Well, and this is again an example perhaps of momentum. I mean, Efren had been seated for quite a bit.
That's what I was going to say. He's been sitting in the chair watching Mike all this time, and now he gets up, and again, the cue ball was on the rail.
What's her name to shoot the...
But this is a tough shot. This
Very
ball is
difficult
on
shot.
this is on the rail. Very tough shot.
Man. That Laurie John would not be pocket speed.
No, he just missed that.
It seems like some of these misses can be contagious. You know, it really is such a momentum
Watch
game.
this shot as he hits it right. I mean, he hit it way just too much into the
Look
rail.
at it off to the right there.
He's pulling the cue ball, or pulling his cue stick, jumping up. He's going to shoot. He's got a tough shot here.
And he misses.
The bad sound. We heard he hit the rail there with his cue.
Hit something here.
Now these are the two greatest players in the world.
You left it good.
They're playing for the biggest prize money in pool history. $200,000 to the winner. This tournament over $1 million in prize money. The 43 best players in the world were invited.
Okay, he's.
What do you do
He
here?
can't make the 9 ball.
3 rails
because
on the
2 ball
9.
is in
That's
the
the
way.
only thing I'm seeing so far.
He can.
Did you say 3 rails on the 9? He's going to bank at 3 rails?
He does not have a shot. Wow, that's really unbelievable.
Well, this is an example of the breaks. Efren misses the shot. Now Mike's at the table with nothing.
Hold on a second. I'm going to 3 rail bank the 9 on the side.
He's trying to hit
9 balls,
the
3
one,
rails,
2,
side pocket.
Do I want to do
3
that?
into the side
I don't know what
pocket,
else to do.
which is he still has
think
the
I'm gonna
option
do
of
that.
defense, leaving Efren a very difficult shot. Efren has missed the
You're
last
gonna
2
make anything
shots
and get
he
you on
shot
the
at.
rail. That's the problem. If I thought I could stick him on the rail, I'd do that. I'm going to bank the 9 for this pocket. You know, actually, I can make this.
Okay, he's going to try to bank the 9 ball, and
I'm just going to shoot at it.
It's
The
a
heck with this.
squeeze. You actually
I ain't
hit it
ducking.
with
This
English
actually, this
very
can go in
hard,
here.
and it squeezes behind the 2 ball.
Again,
I'm going to bank it for the corner.
our
Here, 9
game
over
score
here.
is tied at 5 apiece. This is a crucial
9
game.
ball, cross corner.
This is so hard.
Look how that reversed. Man, that would have been a hanger if I'd have hit it. That's unbelievable where that reversed. I could have overcut that a diamond and made it, and still didn't hit it full enough to get up table.
That's because look. That's
Wow.
because the table is getting wet, correct?
Yes.
The humidity in the air, changing the conditions of how the balls react off the cushions.
Try to overcut the 2. I mean, not easy.
Now Efren's been cold here. He's missed
3
2
ball.
shots in a row.
Yep.
Now he's shooting the 3 ball in the corner, which is the right shot.
Again,
What
a
a-
crucial game. We're tied at 5 games apiece in this elimination second set. Whoever wins this game to take the 6-5 lead not only takes the advantage, but needs to only run 2 racks.
Let me tell you, guys do not like to slow roll balls like that. And that's what he did not want to
Why
do.
is
That's
that?
why he was, because it's just you can put more English on the cue ball, and it's a bigger room for error, bigger room to miss than if you just hit the ball in.
Contrary to what the amateur would think.
Oh, exactly. Like for instance,
5
when
ball.
when Efren shot that 3 ball, he hit it in with authority.
With authority.
Son of a bitch, those 3 balls.
And he's left a pretty friendly diagram here.
Yes.
You know, of the
One in the
42
corner.
players that were at this invitational from all over the world, the last 3
Ball in the corner.
were from the Philippines.
Rail.
And I asked Mike Siegel last night, why the Filipinos are dominating pool.
Game, Mr. Reyes.
They're the Hall of Famers right there.
I know, but what
I asked Mike why the players from the Philippines are doing so well, and he had said they live in the
back and
pool.
forth.
Pool players have been around the game for a long time, Lori John. Pool players have never seen this kind of pressure.
No. Definitely not
Set
this kind
2,
of pressure.
game 12. Mr. Reyes leads 6 games to 5.
Efren Reyes is 2 racks away from becoming the new king of the hill and awarding himself the biggest purse in pool history.
Well, here, okay, Efren made a ball on the shot, and this is, which is, I don't think is really going to be a trouble ball. The 3 ball, and it looks like the 12 ball are the only trouble balls on the table.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty open table for someone of Efren's caliber. He can knock those balls out right now.
Well, he's going to do that. He's going to shoot the 11 ball in the corner pocket and knock the
11 ball.
Knock the 12 ball away. Perfect.
Perfect. I hit that perfect.
12 in the corner.
Making sure he doesn't do that clink again.
As we've already talked about, pool is such a way of life for him and some of the other Filipino players that are here.
Well, you know, after this tournament, win or lose, there's a good chance that Efren is going right to the pool hall.
Well, I didn't like that shot, what he just did.
Well, he put himself on the rail.
He left himself on the rail. Probably one of the only areas on the whole pool table that would make this now difficult.
Clunk. Thanks.
Got it.
Earlier in the tournament, Efren played fellow Hall of Famer Buddy Hall, known as the Rifleman,
10 in the corner,
and beat him 8-0.
Efren's laughing right now at his positioning.
14 in the corner.
Well, he's in an okay spot there, isn't he?
He's fine. It's just not exactly where he wants, and I think you can just, you know, it's just the tension building up, and you can just feel it. He's this much closer.
Yeah.
$200,000 in his pocket.
He's real close now. He's starting to smell it. He drops the 8 ball here. He needs just 1 rack to become the new king of the hill.
And he has the break.
A 7-5 lead for Efren Reyes.
1 game away. He has the break.
Sana lang. Kanina pa dapat.
Adding to the mystery of Efren Reyes, none of us are privy to whatever it is he's saying to his corner people.
Well, there's been a few times that
Game
Efren
13.
has broken the balls that nothing
Reyes
went in.
leads 7 games
So-
to 5 and set 2.
Mike has to hope for that.
Mike Siegel has been to 117 final championship tables. He's won 105 of those.
Now,
Efren keeps the possession. He'll keep his cue in his hand as he drops the ball on the break.
Here's his break.
And this is going to be just the only thing that he has to worry about here is the choice that he makes.
So this is not a hugely troublesome layout.
Not at all.
Unless he falters here, Mike Siegel could be packing his bags and giving up his crown.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Unless he misses. And with this layout, I don't see that happening.
Biggest prize money in the history of the game.
Mike Siegel losing at a championship table is a rarity, as we've just addressed. Rarer still, in fact, it's never happened where Mike Siegel has lost in a 2 out of 3 set championship format.
Now, Efren Reyes has just taken his time on this. I mean, this is it. This is it. He can take as much time as he needs to make sure he's going to get in perfect line with every single shot.
You know, this King of the Hill comes up annually at the International Pool Tour. We have matches all over the world for our tour players and open championships where people, men and women of any age, can try to qualify to play on our tour. I'd encourage everyone to go to www.internationalpooltour.com to get all the information on our schedule of tournaments, events, and qualifiers.
I can tell you one thing. I've told my children for years. That was a great shot that he just made because he had only half a pocket there. But I told my kids for years they always wanted to play pool. So I'm like, no, don't. And now with the new IPT, I'm telling them, go ahead, go play pool.
You can earn millions, exactly.
You can actually earn a lot of money, yeah.
For the first time in history, the IPT is now offering pool players a chance to earn the type of money that the PGA players make and other professional athletes.
Efren Reyes is on the verge of climbing the hill and knocking off one of the most highly decorated players this sport has ever seen.
3 more balls plus the 8 for the $200,000 first prize.
What did that do?
He's cracked that Cheshire Cat-like smile a couple of times, almost like he feels bad about winning in the fashion he has.
He hasn't really done anything.
He's a pretty fearless player, too.
The only thing he has to, the only position on this table that he could end up in that he can't make the 8 ball would be behind this ball right here. That's the only place he does not want to get.
And he's perfect.
This is it, folks.
Look at him.
The fans responding to Efren Reyes. He's won this crowd over. Mike Siegel came here a favorite, certainly in his own mind.
Set, match.
And a crowd favorite as well.
Yeah!
A new King of the Hill.
Efren Reyes.
Wow. How excited is he right now?
Well, he must be absolutely. There's Renee Siegel, very disappointed, obviously.
For Mike Siegel, he really could never recover after the slow start today, guys.
He played great. I do want a rematch now. That I definitely want. That's. I guess I can just go home and sulk while I put this $100,000 in the bank.
Thank you. I would like to present to the new King of the Hill, Mr. Efren Reyes, his award for his fabulous match play. $200,000.
Well, this is too much money for me now. That I get lucky at you. If you play like the 7 years before, maybe I don't have a chance. Anyway, thank you everybody, and thank you for the IPT tour and for all the staff, and of course to Mike Siegel. Thank you.